Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome back to the course on testing and optimization in MetaTrader 4. In the previous tutorial we talked about setting limitations for your optimization, and today we will talk about the two-dimensional surface analysis. Here I have the optimization settings open for our Expert Advisor Simple System version 5.0, and I still have this window from last time. So here I'll just uncheck the maximum drawdown and just click reset, so we don't have that interfering with today's tutorial. And I'll just click OK to save that and go back into Expert Properties. Now if we go to Inputs, we already have the take profit set to optimize between 10 and 100 and stop loss to also optimize between 10 and 100. And I'll remind you that this is for that one very good set of parameters that we saw in the demo test. Now what we will do is we'll run this optimization as it is, and we should see 100 results. There we go. There's 100 back tests that were run in that less than 1 second. So if we go to optimization results, we'll see that there's 100 here, and also we can sort them by profit, and we'll see the most profitable one up here. So, but what we are interested in today is the optimization graph. So let's go ahead and select that. As you can see here, you have these 100 back tests ordered by, they're always on this graph, they're always ordered by their run. And so up here you see the most profitable one. If you bring your mouse up here, it'll pop up with take profit 20, stop loss 50. Those were the optimized parameters, and that is the best one. However, this chart may not be the most visually effective in terms of data analysis and visualization, and that's why MetaTrader 4 has an inbuilt functionality to allow you to visualize these results better. So if you right click on this chart and you select 2D surface analysis, you will see something like this. And so what this does is it chooses two parameters from your optimization, in this case take profit and stop loss, and places them on the two axes. Right now on the x-axis you have take profit, on the y-axis you have stop loss. And so here this is your take profit and this is your stop loss up here. Each square represents a set of parameters with which you can find out which ones they are by just intersecting the x and y axes. So for example, this one here is got take profit 30 and stop loss 40, like the pop-up shows us, and that is also correct if we take this 30 and we intersect with this 40 over here, this line and this line, then you'll get this square here, which means the take profit was 30 and stop loss 40. But it is very visually appealing and more representative than the previous chart, because the darkness or the shade of each block shows you how profitable that particular backtest was. So for example, this backtest has the darkest color, and that means it was the most profitable. And here it says run 42, take profit 20, stop loss 50. And if we go to the optimization results, the most profitable backtest here is take profit 20 and stop loss 50. So that's basically what it means, that the darker the color, the more profitable. And right away you can see here that all of these results where stop loss was 50 up to 100, they were the most profitable ones. But at the same time, the take profit had to always be 20 pips. So that's something you have to note. So if you go left to right from that take profit, the return drops quite quickly. Also, you can see from this chart that this area of squares was quite profitable. So if your take profit is between 40 and 80 and your stop loss is between 50 and 100, then you're likely to have profitable results in these backtests. And conversely, you can see this light shaded line, which is quite interesting, because if your stop loss is actually equal to 20, then you're more likely to have losses. And that is not even the case when your stop loss is equal to 10. So this is quite an anomaly, which is interesting to observe. So what we're going to do now is we're going to first, as a first step, we'll increase the number of steps. So let's instead of doing a step 10, let's do a step of 5 and see how that affects our chart. So we'll click OK, and we'll start the optimization now. Now we go to optimization graph. As you can see here, the number of steps has increased. I'll just try to make this a bit bigger so we can see better. So you can see here that there's now much more blocks, but we still see a similar pattern that here we have profitable trades. Also in this maybe triangle or this square, we have more profitable trades, and then we have this white line over here. So that's also quite an interesting observation. You can still use the two-dimensional surface for analysis even if you have more than 2 parameters. So let's add the min pip limit into this mix, and let's optimize it between 0 and 10 with a step of 1. We'll click OK and we'll click Start. So this did take a little bit longer because we do have a bit more backtests that had to be run. But now if you go to the optimization chart, you'll see that at the bottom you see a different axis, and that's because the x-axis is now the min pip limit and the y-axis is the take profit. So let's return the y-axis to stop loss, which we're used to, and the x-axis to take profit. And once again we see a similar picture. However, now each block of this matrix represents not only one but a stack of backtests, and the color shows you the best out of them. So here you will see all the backtests that had take profit 20 and stop loss 45, and that in reality there was actually 10 of them, because there was 10 backtests with different min pip limits. So min pip limit was 1, 2, 3 and all the way up to 10, and for each one of those the take profit was 20 and 45, and so the color represents the most profitable out of those 10. So here you can see that the most profitable out of those 10 was min pip limit 2, take profit 20 and for take profit 20 and stop loss 45. So this kind of allows you to analyze the two variables, take profit and stop loss, without worrying about the other ones. So I'll show you another example. Let's change the x-axis from take profit to min pip limit. Now on the bottom we have the pip limit, and on the top, on the y-axis, we have the stop loss. So that allows us to analyze those two parameters against each other, so contrast them without having to worry about the take profit. The take profit is taken into account automatically by the tester. It only looks at the best take profit for any combination of the pip limit and the stop loss. And right away you can see that you would rather have pip limit somewhere between 0 and 3 if you can set your stop loss around 45 to 60, so in this area. Or you can, if you're able to set, if you'd like to set your pip limit about at 10, then you should set your stop loss anywhere between 45 and 100. And also, if you just put your mouse over any particular result, it will tell you the exact take profit, which works best with that combo. So that's the two-dimensional surface analysis, and that's how you would use it. It is quite handy in some circumstances when you want to contrast two variables against each other and see how they work best in what kind of composition. I think that's enough for today's tutorial. Next time we will discuss exporting optimization results into Excel and further analysis there. And I look forward to seeing you then. Until next time, happy trading.